Heavens on the Go, Friday, August 21st, 2026. Topic: Breaking Covenants, Part 1. Memory verse: Ezekiel 17, verse 15. But he rebelled against him in sending his ambassadors into Egypt, that they might give him horses and much people. Shall he prosper? Shall he escape that doeth such things? Or shall he break the covenant and be delivered? Bible reading: 1 Samuel 2, 27 to 31. And there came a man of God unto Eli, and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Did I plainly appear unto the house of thy father when they were in Egypt, in Pharaoh's house? And did I choose him out of all the tribes of Israel to be my priest, to offer upon my altar, to burn incense, to wear an ephod before me? And did I give unto the house of thy father all the offerings made by fire of the children of Israel? Wherefore kick ye at my sacrifice and at mine offering, which I have commanded in my habitation, and honorest thy sons above me, to make yourself fat with the chiefest of all the offerings of Israel my people? Wherefore the Lord God of Israel saith, I said indeed that thy house and the house of thy father should walk before me forever. But now the Lord saith, Be it far from me. For them that honor me I will honor, and they that despise me shall be lightly esteemed. Behold, the days come that I will cut off thine arm and the arm of thy father's house, that there shall not be an old man in thine house. The message: God is faithful. He never breaks his promises, nor does he go back on his word. James 1:17 says that there is no variableness nor shadow of turning with him. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Hebrews 13, verse 8. And he never breaks his covenants. However, if a fellow breaks a covenant he or she has made with God, then God is under no obligation to keep his part of the covenant. In Numbers 25, 6 to 13, God made a covenant of eternal priesthood with Phinehas, Eleazar's son, because in his zeal for the Lord, he struck a man and his concubine dead. However, in today's Bible reading, God told Eli, I entered into a covenant that you and your father's house will stand before me forever. But since you have broken the covenant, I am saying, let it be far from me. Eli's carelessness annulled the covenant God made with his ancestor, Phinehas. As a result of the broken covenant, God's hedge of protection departed from Eli's household, and his two sons died on the same day. When Eli heard the news of their death, he also died that same day, along with the wife of one of his sons. This illustrates the importance of a covenant and that the consequence of breaking one is usually death. The death of a person who is a party to a covenant typically releases such a person from fulfilling his or her part in the covenant. However, God remains faithful to his covenants even after a person he is in covenant with dies. Deuteronomy 7:9 says that he keeps his covenant and mercy with those who love him and keep his commandments to the thousandth generation. Exodus 34:7 tells us that he keeps mercy for thousands. When you keep your covenant with God, it will extend to your descendants. When God promised Abraham that through his seed all the nations of the earth will be blessed. Genesis 22:18. That promise found its ultimate fulfillment in Jesus, who came 42 generations after Abraham, approximately 2,000 years later. When God promised David that he would always have a seed to sit on the throne, Psalm 89, 3 to 4, and verse 29, he never broke his side of the covenant. That covenant was also fulfilled in Jesus. Beloved, remain faithful to your covenant with God, for in doing so, you will release immeasurable blessings upon yourself and your descendants for generations to come. Key point: God is faithful. He never breaks his covenants. Bible reading in 1 year: Jeremiah 51 to 52. Hymn for today: Standing on the Promises of Christ, our King. The Open Heavens is written by Pastor E. A. Adeboye, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. God bless you.